to teach you today how to make your first quilt.
We are going to make a doll quilt. I think you heard in the first part. You're gonna cut out four fabrics that have 5 in them. And you're gonna, if any of them are wrinkly, you might wanna iron them. And when you're done ironing them like this, you might wanna push this button. Like this one, you're gonna push it once.
About the steam?
Yes, it will steam it to make it extra short, just like this. See how it used to be so bumpy and not so flat? So that's how you want to make your quilt like too. Well, after you're done ironing, make sure to unplug your iron, and then you're gonna grab all your pieces. I know mine are. You're gonna grab them and you're gonna lay them out in a pile, each pile. So you're gonna sort them. And then after you sort them, you will grab all your pieces and make them into a pattern like my mom did. She put them in a cute quilt pattern.
So you're gonna do 4 across and 5 down.
4 across, 5 down, so it's kind of like a quilt. I'm gonna start laying mine out. Your first 2 pieces,
and you're gonna put them
pretty
sides together.
You're gonna put them pretty sides together. So you would try to line it up and lay it down flat, just to line it up with the same. Line it up as best as you can.
Okay, right behind you are some pins on the table.
I'm going to pin one pin on this side. I know.
Put 1 or 2 pins in.
You're gonna put at least a pin in, 2 pins in.
Then we're gonna bring it to our sewing machine.
Pin cushion, and if you need one, grab one of these in case. And you're gonna carefully take out your first pin, drop it in your pin cushion. I would say grab a magnet one, because it would be easier. Just drop it in, and you're gonna line it up
with the edge of the presser foot.
With the edge of the presser foot, and then you're gonna carefully.
We're gonna sew with a 1/4 seam allowance.
And I wouldn't go fast, or else you might get it in the wrong way.
You want to back stitch at the beginning.
And you want to back stitch at the beginning. If you see the back stitch, this is how you back stitch, and this is how it lifts the pedal up or down. This makes it so backward. You don't need to push your pedal, or else it won't go. Just push this, and it'll do it all by itself. And then you're gonna just go by yourself.
Do a straight line all the way to the bottom.
Okay, I got my piece here, so I'm gonna unfold it. This is how it's gonna look. So you're gonna take your other one, you see, you're gonna put it pretty sides together again. And you're gonna line it up as best as you can. I know it might not be the same size because you already sewed a little of it, but you're gonna
line up the edges. It's okay if it hangs over a little.
You're gonna line it up, and it's gonna be like this. Pin it across, and then you're gonna grab this, and then you're gonna speed it. You're just gonna keep doing that to all your lines, and you're gonna keep doing it, and you're gonna sew all your rows until you're finished. iron all of these, and then we are going to start sewing them together, and we'll show you that in a minute.
So there's a couple ways. You're gonna grab your first row and we are going to press it. So there's a first thing called finger pressing. So if you don't have an iron or access to one, you just push your fingers and you can do open. You can also just press it to the side if you don't want them open. Or you can use your iron. So we're gonna go one row at a time and iron the seams on the back till you've ironed all your rows. We've ironed all our rows, and now we're going to start sewing our rows together. So we're gonna take our first row and flip it over, pretty sides together, on top of our second row. And we're gonna pin this top side right here. Okay, and what we're gonna do is you're gonna try to line up those sewing lines, the seams, and then put a pin in them. Okay, so we've pinned the first two rows together across this top edge, lining up our seams as best we can, those sewing lines. And we are going to go sew with our 1/4 inch across this top line.
Now we're gonna take it over to the iron.
And flip it over.
Flip it over.
And we're gonna iron that seam nice and flat.
We're gonna iron that seam nice and flat.
All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take our 2 rows that we just ironed and flip them pretty sides down.
It's just like you're putting the little ones together. It's a bigger line.
Yep.
It's like just the same thing.
We're gonna line up our seams. Those
And
are the
you're gonna
sewing
go
lines.
sew it again.
Okay, so I have all my rows sewn together, and sometimes when you quilt, there's a few sides that are a little uneven, which is okay. I'm going to use my ruler and rotary cutter to just straighten those up a little bit. If you don't have one of these, it's totally fine. You can use scissors. We're just gonna straighten up our edges just a little bit. I'd recommend having an adult help you for this part, just so that we want to cut off as little as possible. Just make our edges nice and straight. You're welcome to trim any threads as well. Okay. The next step is to lay out your backing on the bottom, nice and flat with your batting on top, and then set your quilt on top of it. It's just like this. So I have my backing, my batting, and my quilt top. And what we're going to do is we're going to trim it again so that your backing and batting is the same size as your quilt top. You can for sure use scissors on this part too. If you're using scissors, let me find mine. Okay, so if you're using scissors, just keep it nice and flat. Use the hand to hold it flat, so don't lift it up off the ground. And cut it right. Okay, so it should all be the same size. All right, our final step is to bind the quilt. So we're going to take our binding and open it up. This is called double fold. So you can see there's a fold and then there's two of these. So basically what we're going to do is we are going to slip this on the edge, and half of it is going to go on the back and half is going to go on the front. And what we're going to do is we're going to pin that all the way around and then do a zigzag stitch, and it will bind our quilt for us. All right, so we're going to put the binding on. So have your pins handy and just sandwich all the layers in the center all the way to that fold. All right, so when you come to a corner, what you're going to do is you're going to make it kind of like a triangle. You see what I'm doing there? So make it a triangle on the back and on the front. You holding it steady, miss? So we made a triangle. Okay, so I just did the first corner. We're gonna go down the second side. And you can see I'm catching up on the back as well. All right, when you get to the end, you're gonna cut it off so you have about, I don't know, 2 inches or so. You're gonna fold it under so that it's a nice folded edge. And you'll just pin that on right there. So it overlaps. And then you're ready to sew. Okay. So we're going to put it on a zigzag stitch.
Which is 0, 1.
On this one, it's 0, 5.
So it's 50. Make it 50.
0, 5. 5. And you're going to zigzag close to the edge. You're going to want to just take this nice and slow. You can do a couple back stitches. And you want to just make sure that it's also catching on the back side. So when I sew a little further, I'm going to flip it over and make sure that I caught the back side as well. Okay, so see how I'm catching both sides? When I get to the corner, I'm going to leave my needle down. This is called a pivot. Take out my pin, lift the presser foot, turn it the other way.
And just keep sewing.
And just keep sewing.